Man, I don't know. I cannot see anywhere on this map the trail that I plan on hiking today. Luckily I don't need this map, but still kind of weird. This has got to be one of the weirdest starts to a hike ever. You got to do a little road hike to get to the trail. This will be interesting too. Wait till you see this one. Get out of here. All right, so I'm in, not sure, I'm in the town of Cross Fork or Kettle Creek or one of the two, I'm not sure which. I definitely think I parked at Kettle Creek. It's the nearest place you can park for access to the Twin Sisters Trail, which is what I'm looking for, which is up the road here. And it is a trail that goes through the Hammersley Wild Area. And I'm going to try and make a loop out of two trails that I found on All Trails that go through the Hammersley Wild Area that don't necessarily connect to each other, but there's a pipeline crosscut that goes for about, like you can if you hike that for about 1.5 miles between the two trails at the far end, you can connect the two. So the plan is hike about 10 miles out on the Twin Sisters Trail, do the crosscut 1.5 miles, then take, I believe it's called the Hammersley Trail, on the way back, and that's where there's going to be, according to the map, lots of camping. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, at one point when I was driving up here, I went up that way looking for the trail, couldn't find it. I mean, in my car I went up there, and I parked here, got out and walked around, and then I saw this orange blaze right here, and there's another orange blaze right here, and I'm just following the orange blazes thinking it leads me to a trail. And lo and behold, look, STS. And so here's the double blaze, which means you gotta hop over. And there we go, into this tunnel. So STS does not stand for Twin Sisters Trail. It stands for Susquehannock Trail System. But this is the Twin Sisters Trail. So technically speaking, I will be following the TST on the STS. Tell me that's not confusing. But here we go. We're officially hiking now on a trail in the woods. Orange blazes all the way. No horses, no bikes. Okay. God, it's hot. It's very, very humid right now. I don't know if it's in the 90s, but it's definitely in the high 80s. Ugh. Soaking wet already. Haven't even started. Let's just hope I don't get lost out here. Alrighty, I just came from that way. And still going up and going this way, and I see this sign. Twin Sisters Trail. STS. Alrighty, on we go. Alrighty, well, I'm about 2 miles in right now, and I just got to the top of a very grueling climb. It's actually kind of a gentle grade, really not that tough, but it's just the heat and humidity, man. It just makes it really a sweat fest. And I was going pretty slow and breaking silk webs the whole way, and just horrible. But now that I'm up here, it has leveled off, and it's a little cooler up here. We're at a little over 2,000 feet now. Not that that's any big deal, but I can definitely feel a little less humidity, a few degrees cooler in temperature. I can definitely tell, and it helps. Every little bit helps. So now I can just relax and hike a little bit and enjoy the forest primeval. It's pretty nice. I need a bigger stick to break these silk webs as I go through. I'm tired of breaking them with my face. Here we go. Here's a bigger one. There we go. That's all you need, something to hold out in front of you as you walk. Alrighty. I guess it's decision time. I'm about 3 miles in right now, and I guess the choice is go down the Elkhorn Trail, and that would lead to where all the camping is, or do I want to continue on the Twin Sisters Trail? There's probably not going to be any water. All the water is going to be, I think this leads to, it's not this trail, but it leads to the Hammersley Trail, I believe. And that would be if I was going to go clockwise around the loop, and this would be going counterclockwise, which I think I'm going to do. Here's a good silk web breaker, a nice light branch that sticks out right in front of you, breaks all the webs before they hit your face. Only trouble is you get tired of holding this one because it's so front heavy. Yeah, but then you just switch arms. Well, it is very quiet out here, and very hot and steamy. I'm about 4 miles in right now. Oh, by the way, This is the yellow trail that we're following right now, so we're trying to look for yellow blazes. And they're kind of hard to spot. And in a lot of places the trail is seriously overgrown to the point where you just kind of wonder what the heck you're doing out here. Man. It is a wild area though. Crazy things are happening. It's wild. It's so wild out here. It's wild and crazy. Actually, I'm having fun though. It's fun. I kid. Haha, I kid. Oh boy, this is gonna break my web breaking stick. I'm not careful here. I gotta bust through. Busting through. There's been a couple of times when I'm really not sure what they consider a trail. Like right now, I feel like I must have gone some wrong way because I don't see any blazes. I don't see anything that looks like a trail. Or is that it? So here's the problem, is that if you guess and you follow what seems like a trail, oh, I see a blaze, okay. That can get you in trouble. Sometimes you have to do that because the blazes aren't always close enough that you can navigate blaze to blaze. That's not a blaze. I thought that was a blaze. Oh boy. So here's a blaze right here. Trouble is with these blazes being yellow like this, it sometimes you see what looks like a blaze off in the distance, and it turns out to be just some moss growing on the side of the tree like that. Right? From a distance, maybe that looks like a blaze, you know, and that can really lead you in the wrong direction. Let's see. See what I'm talking about right here? I thought that was a blaze, but it's not. So then what do? You go back to the last real blaze that you saw and try to sort things out. So I'm backtracking now because I know I'm not too far off, because there was a real blaze back there. Where was it? Right here. This is an actual real blaze. So as long as I'm near this tree, I am not lost. That doesn't mean I know where I'm at though. It just means I'm not lost. This doesn't go anywhere. There's no trail, blazes, no trails, no blazes, nothing. So where are we now? Where are we supposed to go? It's got to be this way, right? I love being lost. I don't see anything that looks like a trail or a trailblaze. Oh, that looks like a trail coming in. But oh, look, there's a blaze right there. Okay, so here we go. I got one blaze further down the trail. So this whole area between these two blazes was so overgrown that I could not see anything that looked like a trail. I went over there and came through and happened to see this blaze. So, you know, in a roundabout way I got it right, but not the way you're exactly supposed to go. That's just how it is sometimes. And that kind of slows you down when you're trying to make miles. hiking, yes. I feel like I'm through a very tough section there. When I was on the Yellow Trail, the Twin Sisters Trail, I mean, I'm seeing orange blazes now. I'm seeing both orange and yellow blazes. I mean, I'm still on the Twin Sisters Trail. So, on the GPX track that I downloaded, you'll see that it kind of deviates from the Twin Sisters Trail, and then there's supposedly some kind of, it looked like there's some kind of bushwhack where you're supposed to then climb back up and get back on the trail. I did not want to do that. I wanted to do a simple loop, stay on the Twin Sisters Trail, do a simple counterclockwise loop. So I kept going on the Twin Sisters Trail, and I guess there's a reason why the track I downloaded didn't go that way, because it is very challenging. I couldn't see any blazes in front of me, couldn't see a trail, and so tried to backtrack to find the last known blaze, and then lost my way backtracking. That's pretty bad. That's when you panic, because now you're actually lost and can't find your way forward or back. But eventually I did find it, and I had to get out my phone and check my position and all that stuff, so eventually I would not recommend doing that. I would not like to do that again. Like, if I had to backtrack at this point, yeah, that would be tough, because I really don't want to have to go back through that yellow section again. That was painful. That was like torture. Never sure if you're on the trail. You know, yellow blazes are not good. They're not good. They were very faded. Very, very hard to see. Half the time you're not sure if it's a blaze or if it's moss on the tree. Orange is really the best color, without a doubt. Man, I am like up to my waist in ferns here. My big fear is somewhere hiding down there is going to be a rattlesnake that's going to bite my feet, because I can't see where I'm stepping, or I'm going to step on the rattlesnake. That's crazy. All right, well, we're out in a clearing now, sort of. I'm waist deep in ferns, though, but I saw a sign back there that said that this is the area of the, there was a forest fire in 1964. So I'm guessing that's why this is all cleared out like this. Looking for snakes in the grass. Look at this. This is nuts. This is nuts. Look at it. Look at me. I'm swimming. I'm swimming in ferns right now. Whoa. A bird just flew out of the ferns. Who knows what's in here? Something's going to pop its head up any second now. I just know it. Oh man, look how dark it is in that forest area over there. So dark and mysterious. I'm going to sit right there and have lunch. Alright, I'm still at my lunch spot. I just finished eating lunch. I'm about to get back on trail. It's like 2:45 in the afternoon. But that little lunch spot was very convenient, and it's kind of like right on the trail. But I decided to walk back here behind it a little bit, and somebody made a little campsite back here, which might be very convenient for somebody. I mean, it's still dry, but you know, in a pinch, if the sun's going down and you don't want a night hike or whatever, and you got to camp somewhere, this could save your butt. It's actually not bad, and has a great view, which is also good. Look at that view. How nice is that? That little grove right there is where I just had my lunch. And now I'm walking out into this clearing. With a pretty awesome view. Oh, here we go. Oh, these things have stickers on them. Ow, that hurts. Ow. Ow. Can you see I don't know if you can see the stickers, if the camera's picking them up or not. They got stickers on them. Painful. Yay, hiking. Ouch. This is pretty cool though. Look at this view. I have not seen a single solitary soul all day since I got on this trail. I am out here, man. I am out here in it. All by myself I am. Alright, I think I see a road. I see a road coming up here. What is this? Have we made it to the end? Is that what I'm seeing? Sure hope so. Huh. Alrighty. So now, I believe the way this works is that I'm supposed to go down this road until I see a pipeline, and then hike along the pipeline to get to the other trail that goes back and that has campsites and a stream. Hopefully, right? Man, I sure hope this works. I sure hope this plan works. It sounded good when I was reading about it. Okay, looks like we're coming up on the pipeline. Right, so the idea being that we're supposed to go, oh my goodness, whose idea was this? Straight this way to connect with the other trail. So it's kind of like a bushwhack in that there's no trail, but it is you could think of the pipeline as a big wide trail. Man, I don't know if this is gonna be fun or grueling or what. Yikes. I'm in it though. I can't really I gotta go through with it, whatever it is. I don't really want to turn around and go back, so this is what I signed up for. How do I get myself into these things? I'm just looking at that hill up ahead that goes like straight up. Yeah, that'll be fun. Man, look at that thing. That's like a wall. Is that even possible to climb up? God. Man, I can't believe I had to go up that thing. I sure hope it's not as steep as it looks from here. It looks like a straight up wall right from here. Holy crap. This will be fun. I may just be camping right at the bottom here. Oh, is there like water here that I have to cross? No, it's just a little swampy. And up we go. Just like a roller coaster. It's actually not that bad. It looks steeper from the perspective of the other hill, but I'm almost at the top now. It's really not that bad. If you look back to where I came from, now that side looks worse. You probably can't see it, but way up there, that little pipeline marker, that's where I started. That's where I started. And I'm guessing we got to do this again. Another down and back up again. Pretty sure we're not there yet. I don't know. Let me check the map. If I don't have to do another mountain, I'm not going to do it. I know there's two trails. There's like over the other side of the other mountain, the next mountain, I know there's a trail. Not sure about right here. We'll have to see what happens when we get there. That is the downside of the first mountain that I climbed. And now I'm almost at the top of the second mountain. Hill, whatever you want to call it. It's still pretty steep. Kind of fun. I mean, it's not really that hard. But I mean, it's being that it's at the end of a day and it's very hot. I don't know. I just think I love the pain. I don't know what it is. I think this is actually kind of fun. Getting some of that pain. All right, coming to the top of mountain number 2. Oh man, is there gonna be a mountain number 3? Oh, first one was fun. Second one, I'm starting to feel it. Third one, man, I don't know. God. Not sure if I'm gonna make it. That's gonna take me forever. That's even higher. It's higher than all the other ones. Holy crap. Look, it's way up there. Yep. Looks like we got to go up that monster right there. I'm not really at the marker that I want to be at yet. So that means we got to keep going until we get there, which means we got to go up this monstrosity. This is like twice the size of the other two. Oh man. All right. Just gonna keep taking it slow. Try to keep moving until I get there. It's very muddy right here though. I'm betting that the mud will dry up as we get near the top. I'm stepping in the tractor treads here for grip. What did I get myself into? All right. Well, I finally made it up the green monster. Oh man. And I guess here's a thing marking the top. I don't know what that means. Or maybe it just means pipeline. Whatever. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was the last of the mountains to have to climb on this pipeline. It's starting to look pretty flat and pretty like a gradual downgrade now. I think it's just going to be a gradual down to that point, to the trail, and then I can hang a left and then start finding some serious camping. Ooh, what a day. What a very long day this has been. Alright, it just came down. The green monster over there, my third mountain, and sure hoping I don't have to go up a fourth one. It looks like I don't though, because can you even see that? Yeah, if you look right there, I mean I'm not facing it, right there, I'm looking right at a trail, and that's the trail I want to take, because that trail eventually goes to some camping. But before I do that, I have to cross this little stream here, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering if I should fill up on some water, but still have plenty, and considering that I'm this close to a trail that leads to camping, the trail is going to follow this stream anyway, so I just got to get myself across here with tired, sore feet that don't want to do very much. Alright, so somewhere, sure hoping there's some kind of trail that that is identifiable. Man, I don't know. I'm sure hoping it'll be obvious when I get there. Oh, looky here. Hey. Oh, look. Oh. And I see an orange blaze in that direction. And I don't see one in this direction, but I know this is the way I want to go. Oh my goodness. What fun that was. Yay. I am so glad. That's one of those times when I'm so glad that I didn't know what that was all about before setting out on this hike. So glad. Look at the slope of that pipeline I just came down. God, so painful. And now we're back in the woods again on a trail. Oh, that feels so amazing. Just to be on a trail with an orange blaze. Can't tell you how great that feels. Woohoo! Alright, nothing left to do now but find a place to camp. Oh, alright, so I don't know if you would call this a campsite or not. That's not really what I would call a campsite. But I just crossed over the stream and now it looks like the trail wants to go up and up and up that way, and I am done with all of that. I don't want to go up and away from the stream at this point in the day. It is after 6 o'clock. I've done 14 miles, if not more, and I am done, and I'm going to take whatever. I did pass by one actual real campsite that was much nicer than this one, but there just was nothing for hammocks, no possibility for hammocks. I mean, it was cleared out, and the trees that were there were too far apart. I kind of felt bad passing it up, but I know that if I went back there, I'd be struggling to find something. And here, at least, there's not much, but I mean, at least there's something. Here's kind of what they call a fire ring. I wouldn't call that a fire ring, but we are like right on the trail. But I mean, I don't think that really matters at this point because, as I said before, I have not seen a single person all day or even heard voices or anything. I am out here all by myself, no problem. It's not really cleared out or anything. There's still some rocks and some fallen logs and all that stuff, but at least it looks right about here like I could use maybe this tree and maybe that tree or maybe that tree and just string it up there. So at least that's something. And it's within close access to the water, so that's awesome. And the sun's going down anyway, so I don't want to set up in the dark or try to find something in the dark. So this is where I'm going to set up. It's not perfect, but I'm in survival mode now. It's too late in the day to be picky. Anyway, so here's my setup. I don't have the, I'm not really done yet. I don't have the bug net or the quilt set up or anything like that. I set up as much as I could, and then I'm just going to go cook dinner, and I'll fix it before bed. But anyway, a funny thing happened. As I started to set up, I said earlier that I hadn't seen another person all day, right? So just as I'm setting up the hill there, like way up there where the trail is, I see like 2 guys and a girl and a dog coming down with their backpacks. And the girl shouts down to me, "Hey, are there any campsites down there?" And I said, I told her about the one that I passed, but they thought that they could camp here, and there's really nothing here. That other campsite that I passed up was way better. But as they came down, I said, "So, you guys didn't see anything that you passed that was any good?" And they said, "No, everything was like super crowded, and people were doubled up." And I was like, "What? I have not seen anybody all day. These were the first people I had seen all day, and it was not till like 6 p.m. So apparently nobody does this loop the way I do it, or they just go to the areas down there that I'm going to pass tomorrow, and that they just go there for the camping and that's it. I don't know what people do here, but nobody did the trail that I did. uh, does that make me an idiot? Maybe, I don't know. But that's the trail I wanted to do, so hey, whatever. But this kind of makes me glad that I did pass up that other campsite, because it would not really have worked for me, and it would have been like I would have been like hogging a big campsite for just me. I mean, it was a campsite with like a big fire ring and big rock chairs and everything, and nice stream access. It was a beautiful campsite. There just was nothing for my hammock, so I felt bad passing it by. But now that these other people came through and I was able to tell them about it, I don't feel so bad. I feel like a good thing happened and things turned out the right way. And I'm better off here with just my 2 trees, and that's all I need. And I'm just about to cook dinner now. And it's starting to get very dark. I don't even know if you can still see me, but it's starting to get dark out here. So I got all my junk here, and I'm about to start cooking my chicken. I have chicken and mashed potatoes tonight for dinner. So I gotta boil the water with the chicken in it, and then once it's done, add the mashed potato mix, I think. I haven't done this in a while. Alright, well, this is going to be the only campfire we have tonight. Alright, now you're supposed to take the chicken out while you put in the mashed potatoes. Alright, finally ready to get on trail. On day 2. Oh. This is a nothing campsite. It's not even, you can't even really call it a campsite. I mean, if you didn't have a hammock, there's not a spot for a tent here at all. I was lucky to find 2 trees over there. There is a fire ring. I guess that makes it a campsite, but this is not really an option for most people, I would assume. We got a climb to do here, and then let's see what these campsites actually look like. You could see where, from this vantage point, if you're at the end of your day and you're coming down, you want to see that there's a campsite right there. I mean, that's what I would think. The campsite that I was at, you would not be happy with, and questioning whether you should push on or turn back or whatever. I don't know. I feel good that I was able to tell them about the other campsite. Pretty nice little stream here. It is a beautiful morning. I'm about not quite a mile in yet. Still haven't seen any other campsites. Oh man, check this out. I guess whoever stayed here is gone, obviously. But look at this campsite. Gigantic. Massive area. And we got little steps coming down over here. The grand staircase coming into your luxury hotel room here. Massive fire ring, rock chairs, everything you could want. Oh wow, how gorgeous is this? Easy access to the water, beautiful stream, the sound of running water. Wow. Man, I guess the only way to stay here is to get here early. Not do what I did, climbing over pipelines and whatnot. And I don't know if you can see, like right over there, a few feet from that other campsite is yet another campsite. And this one has a really cool little rock ledge here over the water, which is pretty neat. And the water's kind of deep. You could probably swim there. Don't know if I would, but you could at least sit on the edge of the rock, soak your feet if you want to. But this campsite is a little bit more on trail. You know, like this is the trail right here, and I guess you could put tents or whatever right there, and your fire ring is over here, and the trail goes right through it. So not as good as the other one, but still pretty nice. Another huge campsite down there, which I'm not going to go and visit because that is a very steep descent to get down there just to check it out. And I can see it from here just fine. It looks pretty awesome. Hard to believe all these gigantic campsites were full. I don't know, it doesn't matter the size, I guess. That's a bad situation when you have so many people out here looking to camp, more than you have campsites. Alrighty. Hey, little guy. Pardon me for a second. Look, a trail register. Hey. 3:23:19 to current, I guess. Let's see how crowded it was. 7:26. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. Oh my goodness, look at all these names in this one spot. I guess it's just a large group hiking together. 27, 26, 7, 26. I mean, I see 3 entries here. How crowded could it have been? Great summer swimming hole. So I guess people do swim in that spot. Fishing again. Where's their fishing? I did not see any fish. Saw a lot of bugs near the water, but never even saw or heard any fish. So I don't know. 3 entries for 7:26. I guess that's crowded for here. Maybe there's only the 3 campsites and that's it. I don't know. Whatever. Massive camping area. Gorgeous little area right here. And I thought that there might be some campsites like over there. And I went over there and I didn't see anything. There is kind of like looks like a little bit of a trail going that way. That's not the official trail because you can see that arrow right there telling you that the trail makes a right turn. So I went down that way a little bit, thinking that there might be some hidden campsites, but I never found anything. So I didn't want to go too far. But this is a great little area. I feel like there should be a campsite here somewhere. It's just too gorgeous for there not to be any campsites here. Just hiking along. Look at these massive trees on the hillside over there across the way. Amazing. Well, still climbing my way out of the Hammersley Trail area, looking to reconnect with the Twin Sisters Trail. And I came across this little campsite on the way up, which is pretty nice. There's a little stream right there. It's kind of dried up right now, but if this was flowing, it would be a nice little camp spot. Gorgeous area. Just, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere in the woods, but I mean, little tent site right there under a nice tree. I don't know. Seemed like a nice little spot. I stopped here and had some lunch just because it's such a gorgeous area. It's fun to be in the woods. Alright, back on trail now. I'll be looking for that Twin Sisters Trail sign that I saw yesterday to complete the loop, and then we'll be doing the same hike out that I took to get in here yesterday. Alrighty. Finally, we should be at the top now. Okay, there's the sign. Yep, here we are. I remember this all too well yesterday when I made the decision to go straight on the Twin Sisters Trail and follow the yellow blazes. How painful that was. That was some adventure. Still glad I did it. I'm glad I did it yesterday instead of today. And so this turned out to be a pretty nice little loop, except for the pipeline thing. That was very, very difficult. But otherwise, yeah, it was kind of fun. And now we're heading back out the way we came and back down to the road, and then road hike to Kettle Creek where the car is parked. That's still a couple more miles to go, so there's still lots of trail left. Making our final descent to the road, and I'm already starting to hear road noise, which is interesting because normally there's hardly a place you can go, at least in Pennsylvania, where you don't hear road noise, no matter how deep into the forest you get. But this being a wild area, there are not very many roads. It is a very large area, and I almost didn't think about it when I was out there, that I'd never really heard any highways or anything. Never heard any road noise. Something that you kind of take for granted, and then as I'm approaching the final mile or 2 miles, I'm starting to hear it again. It's like, oh yeah, road noise. I remember that. Alright, that's the way we're going. STS to Cross Fork. And we're coming from the Twin Sisters Trail and making a left turn and going down. Very close to the road now. And the road noise is getting very loud now. And here is the road. Finally made it after 7 miles, which is not that bad at all, especially not compared to yesterday's hike. So I'm very happy to be back. Oh God, it's hot out here. Man, I'm starting to appreciate the cool temperatures of the green tunnel. Okay. We're out of the woods, but we're not out of the woods yet. Metaphorically speaking. Still got to get back to the car. And I hope it's still where I parked it. Still following orange places. There's the post office. Kettle Creek. Picnic area. Pretty nice. And so, all these other cars that were here yesterday morning, gone now. How much do you want to bet those were the people reportedly staying at all those other campsites I never saw? I never did see a single person on any trail the entire time. The only human beings that I saw were those late night hikers that walked by my camp. That's it. The entire time, nobody. That's very unusual. And then to have a report by somebody that it was so crowded you couldn't find a place to camp. Like, it's just weird. Weird. But anyway, now it's burger time, so I'm gonna get out of here, get on the road, and get some food. Alrighty.